You do like a video game. You look like the guy from you remember Crash Bandicoot when it was the Doctor Boss, the one with the glasses. You look just like him. Well, Mitch, you just missed. Bob and I have been discussing Kegels, and I think that Kegels course like is a muscle specifically for vagina. So I think people born with penises
Well,
can do
wait,
Kegels.
let's wait because I think we'll talk about this down the line because I have some thoughts.
I'm sure you do.
Why are you in half drag? Why don't you just either get in drag or wait?
Mind your fucking business. You don't know what this is. My look
Start
today.
rolling. Start rolling. Start rolling. Start rolling.
We are rolling. We've been recording, bitch. So all of this, so all of your extraness has been caught on camera. Everyone sees you for who you are.
I want to expose why. What is this half drag? What is your look?
Bob,
Document it and post it.
This is this look I'm doing. It's like very apropos. It's very like conceptual, and it'll make sense in the end.
So if I call you in 1 hour, you won't be in drag.
No, I'm gonna be literally. This is my look today.
Well, Nate, I don't like it. I don't get it. It looks like you're like I'm deconstructing makeup.
Oh, but yet if somebody did it on the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race, and they said they were like kooky and coo, you'd be like, "Word, girl."
No, I wouldn't like it then either. Like when Valentine did her deconstructed look, I didn't like that one either. I like full construction, full all the way.
I guess what I'm saying is you a fake ass hoe, and I know exactly who you are.
Listen, I'm being as real. I'm being as real as someone can be. I'm telling you, this is not. Did I turn it up when I said it? Is it good now? Talking. I'm being as real as someone can be. I'm telling you, Monet, this is not the tea. But hey, go off, sis.
Well, my fans like it, right, guys? Look at that cheek.
Also, by the way, Monet, do you know about the community tab on? I'm not wearing nails. I'm gonna have drag too. Do you know about the community tab on? Me or Monet? Me? All right, word. Monet, do you know about the community tab on YouTube?
Is that where you can like do like regular posting and people can like it and share it and stuff like that?
It's like it's like a Twitter feed, but specifically for your YouTube page. So people have to like go to your. It's honestly it is lit. I have been in the community section of my page. Mitch taught me about it, and bitch, I stay over there. It is amazing.
Wow. So you're gonna turn your back on all of our patrons like that? Wow, Nene.
No, I'm in the Patreon. I'm in the Patreon too. You are really trying to be on one today. I also want to talk to you about
Squarespace.
But I know that. Let me grab my iPad too because I want to be able to grab my references.
You also have too much headspace.
How? There's more still? I'm at the top of my frame.
Are you?
So I need to close it down like that? Work. So I mean, this might be a Patreon exclusive as like a silly part because I don't know if it goes into Watchery, but we should talk about this Kegel thing. So I'm not a scientist. I'm not a biologist, or I don't study human anatomy, but I do think that Kegels connect to the urinary tract, not vaginas. So I think the same reason when you, no matter if you have a vagina or a penis, when you stop yourself from peeing, you also clench your asshole.
No, I stop myself from peeing by just thinking about it. I'm just like, okay, stop.
Okay, well, clearly you've chosen to not engage in this conversation for real, because a second ago we were having a talk. I think that the Kegel is the urinary tract, not the vagina. So therefore, I think penises and vaginas can both do Kegels.
Well, maybe so, but I was under the assumption. What I understood was Kegels. The Kegel muscle was something with people with vaginas, how their body functions, and
yeah, you almost said something real problematic. Run that back.
You see, you're the problem. If people like you are the reason why people are afraid.
Okay.
Yeah, people like you are the reason people are afraid to make mistakes. They're like, oh God, if I mess it up, Bob's gonna call me out. Oh yeah, I heard what you were gonna say. You're the problem, bitch.
I'm glad you're afraid to be a bigot around me. It feels nice, to be honest. You're the reason folks are afraid to be racist.
Oh my God, get me the fuck off this goddamn podcast.
But anyway, what I'm saying, I think that Kegels have a different effect on vaginas than penises. I think that Kegels can also make your pussy muscles tighter, like stronger. I think when you keep flexing your Kegel, when you keep doing Kegels, it makes your pussy muscles, the grip, the gorilla grip, stronger. And I think it can also have the same effect on your asshole too, but I'm not sure.
Well, I've tried to Kegel a dick with my butthole, and honey, they be like, "Girl, what you doing? Stop! That is not." Men's don't think has anyone ever tried to ass grip your dick while you're inside of them? Did you like that?
One time I was bottoming for this guy. He was 300 pounds. I clenched. I stood up and lifted him off the bed.
Oh, so now Eureka's topping you.
I don't know what your little loose goose is doing over there, but I could rearrange my whole house with my asshole. I don't know what your little loosey goosey doing this thing, but let's just say Miss Bob is tight.
Not Bob Marie Kondoing with his asshole work.
I'm in a good mood. Oh, thank you for chatting. I'm in a good mood now because I was a little bit annoyed.
You know, see, Bob, I know exactly how to get you happy. When Bob started this call, all I saw was danger. I was like, danger, red lights were flashing. I was like, okay.
All I said was, why are you going to have drag? Monet is not going to acknowledge that she's in the middle of getting drag. Now, my question is, did you start too late or did you...
This was the plan all along. I was like, I'll do Watchery half because I hate doing stuff and people don't realize drag has an expiration. And when you work on movie sets or you do like a TV show or whatever, the general public is not aware that drag expires after a while. So I did this thing the other day and they wanted me to get ready at like 9 a.m. but we weren't filming until 3, but we had like 2 rehearsals in there. I was like, guys, I'm not getting ready at 9 a.m. for a thing at 3 o'clock. By the time 3 o'clock, I'm going to be oily. It's going to look a mess. So I have to do something later.
Drag has a very short shelf life.
Hello.
Very short shelf life.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, I mean, I still don't like the look. So let's talk about this episode of RuPaul's Drag Race.
The fallout at the top of the episode, we see that Candy, all these fans thought Candy hates Tamisha. Candy is the worst person in the world. She doesn't even care about Tamisha. Candy, literally at the top, she was like, I thought I would be happy about this. She's like, I'm sad. I'm really sad that I sent Tamisha home. And I like that. It's a very human moment for Candy's having.
Well, and I know that feeling. I know the feeling of sending home your rival for the season, which was Derek Barry. And it doesn't feel, you don't feel vindicated. You kind of feel like, oh no, like we never got to resolve it. Is Mitch rising in his seat?
Oh man, did you see that? Okay, y'all can't see this. Mitch, I was like, does Mitch have a drone?
Well, and I know that feeling. I know the feeling of sending home your rival for the season, which was Derek Barry. And it doesn't feel, you don't feel vindicated. You kind of feel like, oh no, like we never got to resolve it. Is Mitch rising in his seat?
Oh man, did you see that? Okay, y'all can't see this. Mitch, I was like, does Mitch have a drone computer camera? That shit was very strange.
What the fuck is going?
Not Mitch over there flexing with his fucking special camera.
Wait, is this your basement, Mitch? Oh, you've really jazzed it out. Oh, it's so different. Anyway, sorry.
I have a standing desk now, and it automatically goes up and down if I want to stand.
Oh, so the whole desk is moving.
Yes.
Word.
So let me get this clear. You're sitting at a standing desk. Go off. Mitch, you need to include your video in this little portion in the Patreon exclusive. But yeah, I know what it's like to send home your rival for the season, and it doesn't feel powerful. It feels bitter. It is bittersweet. It's actually just bitter. But you're happy. It is bittersweet because you're happy that you stayed. Yeah. But sending someone home, it doesn't feel good. It feels like, fuck, I just sent someone home. You said, what, 2 girls home?
I don't agree with I don't agree with that. When I send someone home, again, I didn't have a rival, but when I send girls, like when I send Mayhem home and when I sent Dusty home, I was not sad. Like I was like, like when you see me sad in the workroom when we go back, I'm sad for me. I was like, bitch, you could almost went home. I was not like, damn. Oh no, they went home. I generally did not feel that. Genuinely.
Cold-blooded.
She's a cold-hearted bitch.
Mona's like, I don't give a fuck about no other bitches, no other hoes. Barty
Well,
back,
you know what?
Birkin
To be
back, and all
fair,
you bitches fucked.
Dusty had it coming with her.
Don't not Monet, you know she does not like those jokes. You know.
Okay, really small sidebar for the Watchery. So years ago, I'm gonna tell the story
This
again.
is Patreon exclusive too.
We did this gig at Bob and Mitch had a looking party, and then they had moved to a place on the Lower East Side, and I went to go watch the show, Kiki and Out of Drag, whatever. And Bob was there hosting, and oh no, Bob was there Out of Drag. I don't remember which one of them.
Yeah, I was out of drag, yeah.
And Dusty was also there. And then one of the queens did like a Tina Twirler. She did a Monet Exchange sponge number. And then she had Pound the Alarm. And then while she's doing Pound the Alarm, Bob was like, Monet, go up there and do Dusty's part. And Dusty was standing right there. I was like, Bob, no. He's like, Monet, go and do it. So I went up there and I was just doing this. Girl, Dusty looked at me. She was not a smile, not a wink, not a smirk. She was like...
And didn't she like write you and be like, not cool?
She was like, that's not cool, girl. I was like, girl, it's 2 years later. Like, whatever.
Girl, not feeling it, not on tonight, honey. All right, let's talk about this reading challenge. Did any of these reads stick out to you?
Yes, I have my faves. Okay, so my first one was when Rosé said, Candy, you've eaten a lot of it. I was like, what? I love that one. Mix, there's so many different communities represented. Gay, trans, pug, and she pointed to Candy. I was like,
that was the best one. I think the pug was probably the best one of the night for me. That one really tickled me pink. I laughed very hard at that one.
Yeah, that was good. I thought it was really interesting that Olivia is like reading, but she's like, and you, she's doing the Olivia. She's like, and you, Candy, you, and she's the Diana Ross of drag.
Well, she's a little bit like the Sis guy in the house on Pose. He's always like,
oh yeah. But yeah, she's like really cute. Candy confirmed something that you and I have. Well, I can't speak for you, but I have been done known in my brain, in my mind, that Utica has a big ass dick.
Well, do you think that Utica? Do you think that's confirmed, or you think she's just assuming the way you're assuming?
Well, I would say I saw a lot of in my season, I saw a lot of the girls' junks because, you know, when the cameras are like out of the room, everyone is like unstuck like
Because you were looky Lou. Because you were giving Tom.
I will say, well, you know, I'll let, like, much like Kennedy Davenport, I'll keep this eye straight, but I'll use this one to, like, you know, eye around the room. I'm like, I'm kidding.
I have to go. Guys, I have to leave. Oh my God. Mo. Somebody woke up on, woo. All right, mistake. I mean, yeah, well, that is true. When you're in the workroom, you see nudity. Some people, like, for example, if anyone who's ever toured with Naomi Smalls has seen Naomi Smalls completely nude. And I mean, walking around when I say I mean completely nude. Anyone who's ever toured with Violet has seen her walk around in just a gaff, that silk, like champagne colored, like what do you call it?
Silk robe,
kimono, the robe type thing, and then a pair of like Louboutins or something. So,
but the thing about Violet is into this like very like, you know, this period style. So well, I guess that doesn't have to be the period, but Violet just has a full thick ass bush protruding from her gaff, and that shit cracks me up.
Yeah, there's a bush coming out of that gaff. Now I'm intrigued. Okay, I want to talk about Elliot. Ooh. Even Elliot, when she was like, yikes. Like, even Elliot was like, ooh.
Yeah. And you know, and comedy is not everyone's thing. Everyone can't deliver jokes and land jokes, so I get it. But like, from the time that you're there and you know who the girls are, just in case you get to the reading challenge, just have some ready. Oh, maybe she did do that and she's just not a comedy queen. She doesn't know how to land a joke.
I mean, she had that cape. Like, where did that cape come from? Like, what was up with that cape?
Yeah, well, I thought that she was gonna make like a bull joke at Candy, like like Toro, like like the Matadors, how they have the red thing for the bulls. I thought that's what she was going. So, but that joke did not go where I thought it was going. I was like, work, Elliot.
You're super annoying. So fly away. I was like, girl, what the heck? Even Elliot was like, that was Elliot with no jokes.
Simone was funny. I thought Simone. You know what? More and more, I get so surprised by Simone. Like which we'll talk about later in the episode. But she's like funny. She can deliver some jokes. She looks good. Like every time she gives like another thing every week. I'm like, work, girl. She's fierce.
Yeah, Simone is great. I mean, we'll get to who I thought should have won this episode later down the line. But
Same.
Simone is just fully amazing. Also, were you triggered when you heard it was going to be the Bossy Rossy episode?
Girl, I was literally, yes, 100%. That was, but to be fair, you know what? I was both triggered and happy because that was the moment that it switched for me, and I was like, okay, so they want you to be extra.
Hey, you know who Rolling Ray is?
Of course, I know who Rolling Ray.
The most famous boy in a wheelchair. I think is his tagline, and he says, "Famous. This did not give what you said it was supposed to have gave. I want my money back."
Which, did you know that Saucy Santana wrote "Walk" about Rolling Ray?
That's not true.
That is 100% true.
That's not true.
That is true. Well, you know, Saucy. Yes, Bob. Saucy Santana. They have this rivalry between each other. They like always coming for each other on social media. But it's like a friendly thing. But that's why the line is, "You talk a lot of shit, but let me see if you can walk."
This is horrible.
I know. That's crazy.
I can't. I'm undone. That's so bad.
That's so bad.
Yo, what the fuck is going on down in Florida?
You just got way too New York. You just got so New York. You have been in LA so long. LA is like the New York is like coming from your pores, girl.
I just can't deal with that walk. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. Jesus. All right,
you done talk a lot of shit, but let me see if you can walk. Also,
walk. Here's my question. What? Oh, not my phone vibrating. Turn that off. What improv troops are in Utica? She's like, I've just been in lots of improv troops. What improv troop? Bitch, I looked up the Utica population. It's not that many people. I'm going to look it up right now. The population of Utica, ding, ding, ding. There are 60,000 people in Utica. This is a very small. No, is she from Utica, from upstate New York, right?
No, she's from Utica, like somewhere in the middle of the country.
Oh wait, is she from a different Utica?
Yeah, not Utica, New York. She's from Utica somewhere else.
Can we please find out what Utica she's from? But like, what improv troupe is going on? I was like, she's like, and I steal the scenes, honey. I said, what I do is I steal the scenes. Okay? So, and as soon as she said that, I was like, this bitch is setting herself up to really. I'm looking it up right now because she also posted a picture in front of Utica's population. Bitch, there are 291 people that live in Utica. 291 people. Who is on this improv troupe? Who?
Girl, let me tell you, more people audition for Drag Race than are in the fucking the town that she's from. Like my graduating high school class, and I went to a tiny ass school, had more people than that fucking pop.
Monet, my old building in New York City, there are more people living in my building than there are in my building, not my block, my building. There are more people at the Meth Gala Super Spreader event in Hell's Kitchen than there are in Utica. Utica, Minnesota is where she's from. Yeah. Girl, I was like, you better work. Not 291 people. I'm gagged.
So they are doing Bossy Rossy and another group challenge. I feel like there have been so many group challenges. Is that maybe because this season is already so far along, but it's not in so many ways. I just feel like there's been so much group stuff. I'm like, Lord.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, well, no, we did some. There were some design challenges and stuff, but I think also because, yeah, I guess there was one, but there are also just so many fucking people. You have to put them in groups, and we spent 3 episodes not eliminating anyone.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're at week 7. We've only had 4 eliminations, which is a gag.
The groups are rehearsing, and Candy is, last episode, Michelle challenge Candy to not always do like her Bronxing and try to like expand her horizons and try to put in some different dynamics of her different variations of her personality, and she's trying to apply it in the challenge, which is a scary thing when the judges give you a critique and it's like, okay, now I got to do this or else I'm literally gonna go home. So it's stressful. So I feel her trying to do it. Like it's like either you poop or get off the pot.
It was like when they told Derek Barry to switch up her eyebrows, and then she came back looking crazy as hell.
But they commended her for it. They were like, thank you for trying. Thank you for the effort.
Now go home. I really appreciate the effort. That being said, please see your way out. Please.
Well, y'all are shady. Y'all should have said something to her in the workroom. Y'all should have been like, babe, they look a little crazy. You might want to try. Y'all didn't even try to help that girl.
Listen, you've never done Drag Race with Derek Barry. You cannot reason with her. You can when Derek Barry is convinced of what she's convinced of, that's a wrap. I remember telling Derek, because once Derek did her kid look, and so Kim and Derek were actually doing very. So in our book ball, the first look we had to be babies.
Oh,
we had to have baby looks.
Yeah.
So we were all getting our baby looks together, and then Kim and Derek were doing this thing where they were making really form-fitted gowns. And then I looked over and I was like, that's not how that's supposed to be. We're supposed to look like we're, and I because you know this, we have, so this is a little insider tea for y'all. When you get the challenge, RuPaul says it to you, and then a challenge producer comes over, reads the challenge out to you verbatim, every single thing, takes out a phone and records you saying, I understand. I think it's for insurance purposes. So I busted out the paper and I was like, it says right here, like, big oversized clothes should look like a baby. And then Kim was like, oh, you know what? I must have missed that. So then Kim switched up her thing and made something different. But Derek was like, I like it. I think it's great. And I was like, but it says right here, don't do what you're doing. And she was like, I think it looks really nice. And I was like, all right, sis, go off.
Are you at when they pick the teams? Are you nervous? Like, just thinking about the girls in the groups, are you nervous about any of the teams? You're like, this is gonna be a problem.
Not really. There's people I wouldn't want to be on a group with. Like when I hear it's Bossy and Ross, I wouldn't want to be in a group with Elliot. I wouldn't want to be in a group with, I guess, just Elliot. Well, maybe I'm trying to think if anyone else has a particularly hard time. Everyone else has excelled in some. Oh, or Denali. If it's coming, I wouldn't want to be in a group with Denali particularly.
Yeah. I agree. I would not want to be with Denali. I wouldn't mind Elliot because there was something else he had to act in, and Elliot was fine. He wasn't great, but he was fine. I wouldn't be like, ugh.
Like when they said the dancing challenge last week, I would have run to Elliot and Denali. I would have ran to them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when it comes to acting, I'd have been like, nah, I'm gonna go to either Tina or maybe Olivia or.
I would run to Simone.
Actually, I would with Simone first.
Yeah, I would be like, bitch.
First, yeah.
But they didn't get to. They just grouped them by who you were standing by. And this is just to let y'all know because there are all these fan conspiracy theories. Oh, they set that up. No, like when you go in lineup to go see Ruboot, they don't. Or when Ruboot comes in, they don't like switch the lineup. Like when you get to your spot, like that's just where you are. Huh?
The most they will ever do is have you scoot forward or stand. Well, we usually rush over. And they'll ask us to stand in a line so that they can film us. But at least on season 8 and I guess season 10 and All Stars 4, they were not rearranging us. We just go over there and we're just standing where we're standing.
Yeah. So there's no like, okay, so they put them on a group. To my knowledge or my experiences, that has never been the case. It's all real.
And also, I don't know if people realize this or not, but back in the day, I don't know if they still haven't paid attention, but everyone's like, they set up the way they went on the runway. Y'all, I'm pretty sure that most of the time we were in alphabetical order. or no, or whenever they pick, not on the runway, sorry, not on the runway, but whenever they would pick like groups, like who would go first, like for example, me, Naomi, and Kim going at the finale, we just went in alphabetical order. So I went first, then whatever, alphabetical order. Kim, then Naomi.
I was like 1 + 2 + 3. J.
Carry the T. Scoop up the L. Okay, so let's talk about this little when they're in their little the group. Okay, first of all, I love that Olivia fought for the role she wanted. That's what Candy's group needed a while back. When Candy was like, "Nah, I'm this one." I'd have been like, no, let's talk about this.
I like both approaches, but I like Olivia. Olivia, she literally said, she was like, yeah, we can like say that we're like thinking about it, but I know the role I'm gonna do. I was like, that's the energy for bitches trying to get on season 14 and 15 in Spain or whatever. That's the energy you need to do when you know there's a role that you want to do. Because if she would have done another role, maybe she would have been terrible. She would have went home. She was like, I see the role I want to do.
Kind of though, but kind of like, for example, if I would have ran into that Candy energy. Even if I didn't want the role, bitch, now that's the role I want. Now what we gonna do? Now what we gonna do? Now we gotta
so your MO. Okay, what if you and I were on in another reality, you and I were on Drag Race and we're in the same group and I want that role. And I'm like, no, this is the role I want. Well, how we gonna figure it out? Because I'm not giving it up either. So what's up?
What I would probably say is, I would say, okay, so why don't we turn this over to the rest of the group? We will both audition for the role, and whoever gets it, gets it.
Not an audition.
I would turn to democracy, Monet.
Well, I would not relent because there's no saying that we have to do it that way. I'm like, no. Then
bitch, I wouldn't relent either. So now what we gonna do? See, I'm trying to come up with solutions. I'm like, our solution is we both want it. I think what would be fair is if we both audition for it. Listen, I had the same situation when I was doing the in my season. We wanted the music, and they wanted the other kind of music. I said, let's talk about this. Let's talk about this full fantasy.
Well, no, you know what? Because Bob is very good with his words. Bob is very good at arguing, and I would be like, no, I'm not arguing. I was like, I'm not giving it up. This is what I want to do. I'm not doing a debate. I'm not doing an audition. This is what I want to do. I want to do Kim Cattrall.
And I'd be like, oh, so you think we just do what you want to do? You think you just walk in here, you pick, and everyone just does what you say? That's how you think RuPaul's Drag Race works? You were under the impression that we all just do what the fuck you say do. No. And then we would have a headbutt. But I like the way Olivia did it, though, to be honest.
It was smart. It was very smart, and it made it seem very diplomatic, but she still got what she wanted, and which was bad for Utica, but we'll talk about that later. Anyway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I will say Utica probably would have been. I mean, we should probably go group by group. So the first, do you have the groups written down? I didn't write them down.
Yeah, the first one is Lala Ree, Rosé, and Denali. Rosé is so good.
Rosé is great. Denali is doing a great job.
Surprisingly, shockingly, she's doing really well.
Honestly, yeah. Honestly, yeah. I can't tell you anything funny, but it is shocking to me at this point, actually. And I don't think Lala Ree's doing a bad job. I feel like they're making it seem like she stank and she maybe isn't brilliant, but I mean, I don't think she was the worst.
Yeah, I don't think she was the worst, but it definitely wasn't I guess in the scene compared to the other two, it just felt like subpar to how, because Rosé is honestly really funny and she's a good actor, so she probably in comparison to the other two. I love when she walked in and she was like, "Oh, the light." She's like, "Oh, remind me of my neighborhood back home." Yeah, it was really funny.
That took me. I don't know if the trust fall idea was hers or if that was. I've never done one of the improv challenges like that. Do they give you any build up?
Yes, when you do the improv. Yeah, when they do the improv, you have 4 or 5 bullet points to hit. Like, for example, when we did the Jersey Justice, that food fight, that was in there. There needs to be a food fight, and 2 other little things were in there, but they were little beats that you should make sure you hit.
Well, I mean, I thought that the trust fall was probably one of the funniest things in the sketch. I just laughed. The idea of being you need to do a trust fall. You need to do a trust fall with your imaginary boyfriend. That really tickled me. Hold on, I gotta pause 1 second. Sorry, I gotta post this fucking TikTok. I'm sorry.
No worries. The tiki-taki.
Y'all see how Monet got me scared to fucking do my own job? She bullied me. I'm scared to fucking post on TikTok and shit.
Domino. Yeah.
When I tell
Domino.
you, if you are a cute boy on the internet in a crop top, I will follow you. I just want to put that in the air. To anyone watching this, if you are cute and you are wearing a crop top, I will probably follow you online. Anyway, all right.
It's me and my crop top.
I'm already following you. Look how fast that works.
Yeah, I like the trust fall. I love. Yeah, I thought Group 1 was strong, and I honestly I thought all three groups were strong. Well, not strong. Okay, all three groups were good, but I thought Group 1 was a strong group, like overall.
But I
the
just
team was
don't
strong.
like this acting like Lala Ree was staking up the room. Like it was weird. She was
Yeah.
not that bad, and it was kind of irritating me, to be honest.
Well, I think a lot in Drag Race is that you have to compare it to the others, right? So if everyone is good, someone has to someone has to be at the bottom of good, and I think she was at the bottom of the good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all right. So who's our next group?
Our next group is Utica, Gottmik, and Olivia.
Okay. Okay, let me say my opinion. First of all, obviously the two best ones are Gottmik and Olivia. And I do think that, you know, the brand of humor that Utica is employing is like using doesn't vibe with the rest of the humor. So it takes it out of it. She's doing almost a completely different type of humor, which I can see what, and I'm not saying that it didn't work, but it just was not working with what was going on. Because what was going on before was very slapstick and physical comedy, and then she was more interested in the absurdity of I'm sure maybe one of the beats was the mime's mom talks too much, but I don't know. It was the absurdity of like, I went to Starbucks, I wanted this, but I got this, and they wanted this, and they didn't tell me this, and
It didn't land.
maybe
Yeah.
if that character was speaking like a mile a minute, like really talking very very fast.
Yeah. Like,
No.
like drastic. Obviously, a mime doesn't speak, so having someone who speaks just super fast and a lot that would land better. Oh my God, you're so good at comedy stuff.
I also think that what was making it funny was Mick. What Olivia was doing was funny, but it was Mick. Olivia would do it, but then the laugh wouldn't come until Mick described it.
Commented on it. Yeah, I agree with that. That being said, though, something about Mick's cadence takes me out of the role she's doing. I don't know if that's weird to say or like if people understand what I'm saying. Like, because Mick talks.
Well, it's
in
a
her,
California vocal fry.
Yeah, and like if you're gonna be this like psychology doctor, like I wish you would have changed, like try to do a different affectation with her voice to make that come to life. But she just sounds like Gottmik, which is like very LA, very that. So it kind of takes me out of the role. But she's funny though. But that's the only thing. I'm like, ugh.
I agree. I do think she should have invoked an older cadence of speech. Just try to sound 40. How do your parents sound? Like that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, it was very like, girl.
Yeah, and I'm like, you're like this doctor with like, and I'm not saying that someone who talks like that can't have a book or be a doctor, but you know,
Drag them.
It would have changed it. It would have made it, to me. It would have put her as like as a winner if that was changed to make her her character a little more dynamic.
Yeah, so I mean, I just feel like for also since she did the churning butter joke, which was pretty good, and I think that's where Olivia was leading her. But I think once she stopped for the ice cream, she should have like, oh yeah, she stopped to lick a dick. Like that would have been a great flip because we all like she should have been like, oh, she did stop to like lick a dick, but then she went right back to it and she ran. But anyway, that being said, I do think this scene was overall funny, and I do think that Utica was the weak link of this scene.
I'm gonna say this right now. I think if not next season, in a season or two, Bob is gonna be a guest judge on Drag Race, and you're gonna be directing, and your role as the guest on that episode is gonna be directing one of these scenes. I think you'd be so great.
I think I'd do a good job. I mean, I was shocked when they would invite queens back to do walkthroughs, and they invited Jinx Monsoon did a walkthrough for Snatch Game, Bianca did a walkthrough, and then Veggie.
I was like, what the fuck?
Vanjie for Snatch Game? Oh, okay. Okay. But also, like they had Alyssa do a dance, like teaching a dancing thing. Maybe they won't be seeing me at World of Wonder. You know what I mean?
No.
I didn't even get the call. Let's keep scrolling through.
Next, group 3 was Candy and Simone, which was okay. I had thoughts about this one. I thought Candy, yes, did. Oh, by the way, Candy was giving very Monet Exchange and Jersey Justice, literally the same color dress. And Mitch, can you please put a side by side of Candy and me in my Jersey Justice looks? Girl, twins.
You are the leading historian on Monet Exchange outfit during challenges. You have. You better keep track, bitch.
Simone she is so good in this scene. I think she's so funny. All of her choices are really good, and she's just funny, so well rounded. And Candy is good, but I feel like Ross is commenting like how Candy is like. Well, again, maybe it's one of those things because he's actually there and seeing the whole thing, so he gets obviously the bigger picture. But watching it last night, I feel like because Simone was so good, Candy was kind of pale in comparison to her. But Candy's still good.
I can see that. Candy did a good job. I mean, Simone was, for me, the best in this whole challenge. She is so amazing. Like, for me, Simone was the best in this challenge. She did a really good job. I do think that Candy was playing the straight man, and while Simone was the banana. Part of me doesn't realize if Candy realizes she was supposed to be like, what's her name?
Nicole Richie.
Nicole Richie. Like I was like, do you know that you're Nicole Richie? Like, do you know that you're Nicole Richie in this moment?
Yeah, I don't think she did either.
And I felt like Simone knew that she was Paris Hilton.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, they also set her up with some great jokes. That betrayal candle that was honestly the most I laughed. Like
those were so good.
That candle called Betrayal, that I was genuinely tickled. That shit.
Yeah, that was funny.
That made me laugh. I was doing my makeup and I actually like. I mean, I didn't really like laugh out loud in the channel, but when she said Betrayal, I was like, "Girl, you better work while getting ready."
Yeah, I agree. Simone was really good and she hit all the beats and really good.
Okay, let's talk about Elliott with 2 T's and Tina Burner.
Okay, I think Tina Burner was the best in the challenge. I think Tina Burner hit it out of the park. I think that her jokes all really landed, and she was so big, which is, again, I thought Tina smashed it. I loved her performance.
To be honest, you might be right, but I feel like the issue with it for me is, because you might be right, I think Tina Burner actually did crush it and do a good job, but like, Simone had a great scene partner who was able to get a lot out of her. Right. Tina Burner was doing all the legwork. I mean, at the beginning, bitch, I thought Elliott was talking like she was on NPR. Elliott was like, yeah, me and Tina have been friends from a minute. And things just got, I was like, am I listening to This American Life?
Yeah, she was so lacking energy, which honestly, Bob, again, which kind of makes Tina Burner shine even brighter for me, because it's like, if you're doing a scene and that's what you're fucking working with, is like, and you were still able to make me laugh, I'm like, girl, you did a lot of hard fucking work, and I think she really turned it out for me.
I guess so. I was thinking to myself, what in the Ira glass is going on right now, girl? But I do think that Tina was good. For me, Simone was number 1, Tina was number 2. But when we get to the runaway, we'll find out why Tina wasn't at the top. All right.
Yeah.
I want to talk about this too. I'm really happy that they're talking about mental health this episode.
Yes.
This chat with Elliott about severe clinical depression, I think is super important, and I'm really fucking glad they're having a chat. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree too, and I think we learn a lot about Elliott, and we see a lot of why Elliott behaves the way that they do. And it's really eye-opening, and like, to comment, not to really go in depth, but like the other stuff, does that absolve Elliott from past things he's posted on his Instagram and all the current drama going on right now? No, but it does give us a little insight as to why maybe Elliot functions that way, and and it talking about mental health, which is something Black folk don't talk about a lot, but the world at large doesn't really talk about mental health. So I'm happy that Drag Race, with this huge platform, is giving it the time and the light of day.
And I hope that folks are not going to Elliot's page and giving Elliot a lot of shit about. I mean, it is okay to call someone out for their things, but like, you know when you cross the line into bullying. You know,
100%. Yeah.
Like, you know when it becomes just bullying. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm also there was a line in there where Elliot goes, "I just made out with Tina." And my first thought was Graham Norton in the early 2000s. That was Graham Norton. I screen grabbed it, or I just recorded my phone and I put it on Twitter, and I literally just said Graham Norton in the early 2000s. I just made out with Tina. Two things that I cannot get past my head is that Tina Burner used to date Graham Norton, and that Kamala Harris used to date Montel Williams. I cannot get this out of my head. Like, Monet, you don't think it's crazy that the vice president used to date Montel Williams?
No, girl. Listen, you know all Black people know each other. That's not words. That's not crazy.
Okay, you know the funniest part of the entire episode was the Maury recreation.
Oh, that was really funny. So real.
It was also, whenever I was like, Lawrie got an ass. I was like, Lawrie was running with that ass. I was like, I didn't know she was packing all that back there, Miss Reed.
Lawrie.
I think it was Elliot chasing with the boom, Mick with the camera, and Lawrie. I was like, bitch, really, y'all should have found a way to work this into the challenge, because this shit was so good. There was one moment where Ross did not yes and I was so annoyed. Like, someone said something, and Ross was like, no, actually, blah blah blah, and I was like,
oh, I don't remember. It didn't stick out to me.
And then I also love that T.S. Madison is the guest judge.
I know. I love Maddie so much. Love her. But by the way, she's getting her own show on WeTV. So
I know.
So Maddie, if you see this, congratulations, girl. That's fucking major. A trans woman is having her very own personal show on a big major network. Like, fucking work, bitch. That's everything.
I think she might be the first Black trans woman to have their own show on. I might be wrong. Don't quote that, because then someone's gonna be like, actually. Well, I didn't know Laverne Cox actually had a makeover show on MTV years ago.
Did she?
Yeah, it was a very short-lived. Yep, I think it was called Transformations.
Work.
And it was like a makeover show that Laverne Cox had. So I'm wrong.
And James Charles was. I mean, Jameson James was the co-host.
Oh my god! Yeah, exactly.
Thank you for that.
I think the moment that had me laughing the hardest was when RuPaul started quoting T.S. Madison.
Bitch!
I was screaming. Get a job. Suck a dick.
Own a business. And then Ross goes, wait, hold on, go slower. I'm trying to take notes. That shit was really funny, Ross.
You better step your pussy up. Get a job. Own a business. Suck a dick. When RuPaul said suck a dick, I don't know why. That really took me out. I
didn't know you could say dick on TV. I was like, oh, this is not censored? Okay.
Well, it probably got bleeped. I mean, where did you watch it? It probably got bleeped
on
TV.
Right. I did watch it on Amazon Prime. You're right. Duh.
Yeah, same. Yeah. I watched Amazon Prime. All right, let's get to the looks, mama.
The looks. Okay. First up, Denali.
Wait, sorry. I got to pull up my file. I have my notes up still. Not rushing me. It's the rushing for me. Somebody over there on half drag really feeling their fantasy.
Our colors complement each other. Look at how nice that is.
Bitch, I need to get reacquainted. Like, I have been away from my drag for so long. So everyone online, y'all knows I've been wearing the same 3 wigs and the same 4 outfits.
I like your earrings. They're so cute.
I went and bought new earrings so people wouldn't clock me. All right. So, I mean, I don't think I like Denali's taste level. Can I say that?
I like this. I think it's cute. I think that I like this. She's obviously supposed to be like a chandelier lamp. But one of the strangest things I think I've ever heard on Drag Race. She says, "I've been obsessed with lamps since I was a little boy." And I was like, who is that is so strange. This is a strange thing to be obsessed with.
I love lamps. I love lamps. I don't deny myself. I have lamps every day. That is the joy for me. I love lamps.
I also love
lamp. Okay,
Go ahead.
Go ahead. There you go.
Okay. I was gonna say, well, I also like that she says like this is like completely like my idea. Like I thought of this and I collaborated with like someone to make this. Like I like that it's not a reference on something. And again, nothing wrong with references, but I do like when someone is like, this is my complete thing that I thought of that I got made. And I like this. I think it's cute.
I'm just intrigued that she was like, this is my favorite. Like I was like, it's fine. She was like, I told myself that one day I will walk on the main stage of RuPaul's Drag Race dressed as a chandelier. And part of me says, I mean, go off, but also, like, what a specific, unique. Do you remember RuPaul dressing like a chandelier for AJ and the Queen?
No, I don't think I made it that
Am
far.
I the one person who watched every episode of AJ and the Queen?
Probably.
Well, RuPaul is dressed as a chandelier. Mitch, if you could find that and put it side by side, that'd be great too, because she has the exact same hand motions. But I mean, anyway, the look is fine, but like, I'm not crazy about it. We're talking about Rosé though.
Oh, a serve, mama.
Wearing Abraham Levy.
Serve.
This is the best she's looked.
1,000%.
There's from the promo to the episodes to the challenges to the runway to New York City to every time I've ever. This is the best she has ever looked. Ever.
She looks incredible. The colors. I love the hair. I love this makeup. I love the shoes. How it like brings out that like lime green neon whatever color it is. She looks incredible. I'm so proud of her. Yeah. She looks gorgeous. She looks amazing.
Stunning. Absolutely stunning. I think Rosé should have been in the top. Oh,
she was definitely and bitch. That's why when it said she was safe, she had that iconic Bianca, Jan, all these other girls there.
So I mean, good for her. Also, I will say this. Okay, and that was by Abraham Levy. You ever had Abraham Levy outfits?
Yeah, Abraham Levy did my season.
Oh, that's right. Let me. It was the clear. Was the category stones or?
It was fantastic plastic.
There we go. It was your clear look.
He did another one, Bob. You don't know the other one?
Your mermaid look.
No, that was Fifi O'Hara made my mermaid look. Well, she made the shielding. Oh
my god! Is that why they put you in the bottom? Because they knew it was Fifi. They was like, oh, we ain't gonna let her get away with this.
Fifi.
Monet, who made that again? Who made that again? Oh.
Can I just tell you, Fifi made all of that out of cardboard and hodgepodge, like glue. She made it, then she painted it. It is one of the most stunning things I have. I still have it. I'm never giving it away because it's so well done. Like Fifi turned me out.
You never give it, like kind of like the motocross jacket. You said you give it, but you're never giving that away either. All right, let's go over to La Ree. I mean, it's a little basic.
It's basic. I will say though, her face and her hair is always so stunning. Like, look at this still we have here. The picture on the right, look at her face. She looks like some like 90s model. Also, the nude to her skin is literally like perfect. I wish though she would have put, because you can tell it's like that like lycra, like shiny spandex. I wish it was more matted so it looks more like skin. Like it was so shiny. But yeah, it is on the basic side.
She could have put a layer of a brown mesh over it to just knead it down a little bit.
Yeah.
It's very Kennedy Davenport dance tights. You know how Kennedy Davenport wears those shiny tights? Or Lady Bunny. Lady Bunny wears those shiny tights.
Shaquita.
Yeah, they're trying to look like Simone's skin in real life.
Yeah, with that being said, it is a little basic, and I'm sorry, but if you know what would have shifted it from basic to above basic had she slapped a corset on. If La Ree would have had a corset that had her body giving us va va boom, it would have stepped up the look a little more and really give it like that oomph, you know?
Yeah, it's basic. She's pretty, but it is basic. I don't hate it. But if I started the club, I'd be like, oh, hey. And I would just keep moving.
Yeah. I would have been like, girl, where did you get that? Yeah, I agree.
And I wouldn't be like, ew. I'd be like, oh, okay. Let's talk about Got and Make wearing Marco Marco.
So good. So good.
I love the idea of doing anal. I don't love the cheek thing she did with her makeup, but everything else I like.
Why? She's accentuating the whole balls sphere look. It's like even it has like gradient.
I get it. I get it. I just don't want it. Like I don't like it. I mean, everything else looks great. Everything else I love about this look. I don't particularly care for that cheek detail.
Oh, I think it looks so stunning. I love this look. It's such a smart way to go. I would never think of being anal beads. That shit is so funny, and I like it that it's a different silhouette. It looks like it's on the mod side of things. I love it. Yeah. I think this is stunning. I love this look.
Me too. This is great. She better fucking work. Let's talk about Olivia Lux, who, oh my god, this is the second time we've seen this hair.
So my question is, I'm gonna check her Instagram who did the hair, because this looked like some hair Edward Scissorhands did. As you know, I love Edward. Edward made. So
do you think Edward made the hair for both girls and sent it out to both and was like, I ain't gonna say nothing?
Well,
Edward Scissorhands joined our Patreon.
Did he really?
Yeah, he joined our Patreon.
This is on Edward's page. Edward made this hair. I don't know if he made Candy's though, but he definitely made this one.
I'm not trying to compare, but this is better than what Candy had. This
is light years better than Candy's. Look at everything. Edward knows how to snatch a baby hair into a wig. I fucking love Edward. He's so good.
Yeah, I have some Edward hair, not here, but in my life. And girl, Edward hair be
double
wigs. Oh wait, is there an Instagram called Double Wigs?
Yes.
Wait, Jacob, is this an Instagram reference? Got it. Oh, Candy's Instagram was made by Candy. So Candy's was made by Doubled Wigs, and Olivia's was made by was with Double D wigs, like titties. Yeah.
And listen,
Candy's
and we don't
was
mean
made by Double D wigs, and Olivia's was made by Edward Scissorhands. What, Mo?
And we're not trying to Edward Scissorhands, not Edward's Scissorhands.
What'd I say? Edward Scissorhands.
Oh, maybe Dave. It's so close together. And we're not trying to shade Double D wigs. We're just saying, and also maybe Candy had it for a while before the show. Maybe Olivia got it for the show. So it's super fresh. But Edward's looks really good. The one that she's wearing. That being said, Olivia was like, I wanted to do this look and this hair because paying homage to Black girls. She was like, Black girl. Oh, she said I was obsessed with Black girls with beads, but those aren't beads in here. Those are bobos. If she was doing beads,
they're barrettes.
They're called. Well, we call them bobos in New York. You got bobos in your hair.
Oh, and in Georgia we call them barrettes. So I was also kind of like, when I think Black girls with beads, I think Venus and Serena.
Exactly, that's what I'm thinking about. Yeah. So,
like, this is not like if the category is beads, I can count these.
Hello,
I can count how many barrettes you got in your hair.
Oh no, she had the belt that had beads on them. That's what which I'm like.
Oh, all right. I'm like, whoop, not a belt.
I'm like, Rose has literally 8,229 beads on, and she has 4. I was like, if anyone, you can read anyone for not embracing the materials, which I fucking hate when they said that to you because you did embrace the materials. If you're gonna read someone for not embracing the materials, this bitch has like 4 beads on her outfit.
Yeah, that's not the it for me. Okay, let's talk about Utica. Okay, all these jokes about Utica being creepy and weird, it's coming to light right here. This is like a bloody bride. Okay, I mean, she looks fine. There's nothing wrong with this look. By the way, did you know that Vogue retweeted her?
Oh yeah, and they put her fucking looks in an article.
Like, I feel like back when I was on Drag Race, people were not getting shout outs like this. I mean, Rihanna is DMing people. Vogue is
don't
putting...
trigger me on this fucking podcast. Don't fucking trigger me, bitch.
I'm very happy for you. And I actually do think that Utica is probably one of the best style queens of this season. Legitimately. That being said, this look is perfectly fine.
Yeah, I will say I love this deconstructed gown thing. Like when you start moving and you start from the side, it's like 3 separate pieces for this like tulle mermaid thing. I love that. Like if I was to ever get married in a gown, excluding the blood thing, I would want to have a little bottom like that. I'm not in love with this harnessy situation. Maybe because for me, I don't know that would work so well on my body, but I love the bottom of it. I really love it, especially when it was moving.
Yeah, the bottom looks really nice. Yeah, she better work.
The best.
My God.
The
Candy
best she's ever
Muse
fucking looked in life.
Looked so good on. Oh my God. I remember
So
being
fucking
like,
good.
This is the top 2 of the week. This was amazing.
Amazing. It was immaculate. It was stunning. The tones, these nude and tan tones
Girl.
with her caramel
And the
skin.
titties. And the titties out.
The
with
titties.
the
You see, Candy's one of those girls. See, I'm a big girl with some tittage, but Candy has the right amount of tittage where it looks good. Me, I just look like a flat, flabby B cup. Candy Muse looks like a tight A, so it just looks good. She looks.
Well, I think it might be because Candy. I think you gained weight and lost weight, and I think Candy's still on the up and up. So I don't think that her titties have deflated, which is why they're still full.
She looks. When she came out, I was sitting down. Yeah, y'all know I always eat and watch Drag Race. I had to sit up from the chair. I was like, "Work, Candy. This is so good. I love it. Love it. Love it.
This is This is the best she's looked all. Well, okay, no, the promo is still her best.
Oh yeah,
the promo is still her best.
This rivals the promo for me though.
It's honestly, it's close. Like this is Monique V.
No,
this is Chicago.
V Monique.
Yeah, out of Chicago, right?
Yeah, she's amazing.
So V Monique is this like mom in Chicago who makes outfits for like all these pageant queens. I tried my hardest to get an outfit from her, but she doesn't speak English, so we had a really hard time communicating back and forth. But like she be making outfits that shut shit down.
Yeah, she's amazing. She makes.
And by the way, she only communicates through Facebook, and like she. Like you can't you have to. She doesn't have an Instagram. Maybe she has one now.
She does. She has
like
Instagram.
Book her through Facebook.
Yeah,
but she's amazing.
She's amazing. She makes a lot of plastique stuff. Fun fact: she makes a lot of Patrick Star stuff. She makes a lot of stuff that Patrick Star wears, and she's really good. She made this gown for Jasmine Rice for when Jasmine Rice was a top 3 in Continental. It's like this beautiful gold and silver thing. It was incredible. She's V Monique is in.
Let's reach out to V Monique to make us like complimentary gowns.
I'm into that. Are you gonna for this look? Are you gonna like shoot it and like post it before we get to do anything with it together?
Monet, you need to calm down. This is
you need to calm down.
Calm down. Make kids listen to Kids Pop. Monet, this one we will get them together. We'll do them in tandem. Well, let's move on. So we'll reach out to Monique. We'll get matching garments. Okay, so Simone looks. Actually, you know what? I'm not mad at the no hips. Something about this look.
I disagree. I disagree. I was like, this would have been amazing if there was a little hippage on it. Like she doesn't need a little. This is
why I say no. It's because it's a low rise. If the panty waist moment was above her belly button, I would say it needs a hip. But because it's a low rise moment, it gives me something that I'm into. And I think if the trade off is not seeing her like shining, glistening skin and seeing a hip, I'd rather see the skin. For this look.
True. If she had to put hips on, it would change just a little bit, but maybe perhaps I don't know. I would have liked just a tiny slither of a hip. It would just made it look even. And again, this is incredible. Also, who knew that Gigi Goode was so good with hair? Look at Gigi Goode did this hair. This is crazy.
Gigi Goode working Compton apparently. Gigi Goode all about black hair, girl. Gigi Goode be doing all this nigga hair. Why Gigi Goode know so much about nigga hair? What the fuck's going on?
Not Gigi doing hair over on Crenshaw Boulevard, girl. This is crazy.
I'm gonna call and say, can I get some nigga hair, please? Because apparently you know what the fuck we doing.
Not nigga hair.
So I love that she's wearing this like Maasai tribe inspired piece, and it has some like a black American culture mixed in with the hair beads, but that might also be Maasai as well. So it's kind of like a combination of like black American, like African American, and like Kenyan vibes mixed together, which is gorgeous. This is my second favorite look on the runway, and I think she did the best in the challenge, which is why I think she should have won.
Oh, okay. I can see that.
That's like, well, get your friend, Monet, get your friend. Get Tina Burner.
Okay,
Get
well,
your friend.
she's obviously so here's why I am not mad at this is because I think it's a call out to the opera Pagliacci. These are, I think she's doing like a Pagliacci thing, which is why I'm like, okay.
No, she's doing Mardi Gras. She's doing Mardi Gras. She said it.
Oh.
So now it's good. Get your friend.
I honestly think if Tina had a better runway, she could have won the challenge. But this runway, I think, really set her back.
A completely unnecessary. The first reveal was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, and it was a little clumsy too.
And the second reveal wasn't. I mean, I'm kind of into the joke of the titty thing. Or the gag, shall I say, the titty thing. Also, she did her makeup better on Instagram. Did you see her Instagram post about it?
No, I'm gonna look at the post. I did look at the picture. I don't look up close at the makeup though. Let me see. Tina
her
Burner.
makeup is better on the Instagram. Look at the applause, the one that says applause.
Oh yeah, it's way better on the IG.
But also because you can shoot it from the angle you want, you can spend more time on your makeup, do all the extra bibbity bops. But Tina, girl, I can't. No, Mom, no, Mom.
She could have won if
no.
she had a better runway. She could have won. I think this runway cost her a win. It definitely did. I feel.
Anyway, let's talk about Elliot. Elliot
looks great. Amazing. I love this. I love the whole flapper concept. I loved the I guess because beads, your mind goes to Mardi Gras, but I was like 3 queens doing Mardi Gras. I was like, that's so crazy that was the first direction everyone thought. I wouldn't think to go with beads. How would you do beads?
I would want to do a beaded caftan. And to be fair, this is heavily inspired by something I saw Asia O'Hara wear on Work the World. She had this beaded caftan look.
Yeah.
With these strings of bugle beads. Bugle beads, when I say shine,
girl,
and it's just pieces of plastic, iridescent plastic. Bugle beads shine like nobody's fucking business.
Yeah.
When Asia O'Hara came out on stage in this bugle beaded costume, I was like, what is my drag even doing here? I need to leave. This is so gorgeous.
Yeah, I think Elliot looks great. I think she looks really. This is the best to me Elliot has looked on the show all season long. She looks great.
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. Whose look was the best?
The best? I'm going to go with Rosé. I think Rosé looks so good. I love her proportions. I love the hair. Rosé is my strongest look this week.
Okay, it's the best Rosé has looked. It's the best Rosé's look, but it was not the best look.
I don't know. I just love it. She looks like she's like a transformer transforming into a fairy. I don't know. I love the colors. It's between her and Candy.
From a what to a fairy?
Bitch, I don't know, a fucking car into a fairy. Bitch, a transformer, whatever they transform from.
Well, they transform from cars to robots. So I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I think you're thinking of a completely different thing.
I don't know. And I love Candy's too. It's really hard. If I had, I guess okay. Sorry, I had to go with Candy. Candy is the strongest look. This looks, the colors, the beading, she just looks so expensive. Candy is my favorite look.
I agree. Candy is the top look of the week. And who has the worst look of the week?
The worst is going to be, para mí, it's between Lala Ree, and it's between Lala and Tina, but I'm gonna give it to Lala because at least Tina was like a fully realized concept, and there were like things. Lala Ree is wearing the bare minimum for the challenge.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to Lala Ree too. Like if I saw Tina's in a number or in some sort of a weird thing, it'd be fierce. I can't give Lala Ree's any justice. There's a hole in it. It's just like. Normally we talk about RuPaul's look. Jacob didn't pull Ru's look today, but she was wearing that asymmetrical red gown. She looked great. She looked really great. Yeah, she looked great.
Yeah. You want to do
All right.
Evie Ali's Drag Race, Bob the Drag Queen?
Evie Ali's Drag Race. All right, Florence Lee has 9 outfits. Diego Montoya, where's he at, Mo?
Diego Montoya is at 4 outfits.
Black and White Stripe is at 4 outfits.
Coco Vega is at 4 outfits.
And there's a new challenger. Joshua Aponte is now in the running for. He's tied. They're tied for second place between Diego, Black and White Coco, and Joshua Aponte with 4 outfits.
Work. Abraham Levy's coming up there though. He has 2. Abraham has 2 looks. He has Rose and Olivia's little black dress. So Abraham might be coming up, girl, because you know people. I'm sure the girl's gonna reach out to him for something in the future.
Evie's Drag Race. Let me just say this.
What?
Elliot served. That was a serve.
It was really good. It was really good. She ate.
Elliot ate, girl.
When,
I mean, as soon as the song started, she started doing that Beyonce end of time moment. I was like, this is a serve. Elliot was going off. But also, what does a white girl love more than singing and dancing to Kelly Clarkson? You turn on Kelly Clarkson and white girls get superpowers. Okay?
And then when her and Lala Ree started doing that little wind down, that little wind together at the same time, it was really dope. It was good. It was a good lip sync.
And she really let Lala Ree have it with like I have no competition. I was like, it's a wrap. It's a wrap for Miss Ree.
Yeah, she did. Elliot did what needed to be done.
Elliot girls. So we have to think about Lala Ree, who. I am shocked that she. I thought she would make it to at least Snatch Game. I did think she would make it to at least Snatch Game, and
I think Lala Ree's is doing a little Monet. I think that her runways hurt her a lot in this season, and her acting in the challenges hurt her too, which was honestly the 2 symptoms I had. I just got a second chance to wake up and get myself further, but I think her runways. If she doesn't come back for All Stars, I think she will see herself and she like. I need to. She go get a little money now. I need to re-up on these runways, and I need to be.
But are they though? Where are the girls getting this money? Like these new batch of girls, they're not touring. They're not going to clubs. First of all, the club even before the touring started, the club gigs have completely dried up. And I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm not telling anyone's money amounts, but I'll say this: the reason the girls do the work the world, and you make pretty good money, but it's because you're doing like 60 cities. Now, the club gigs pay twice or 3 times as much because you're the only celebrity at the club that night, as opposed to you and 5 other girls. So they pay way more. It is way more work. It is so much work to do the club gigs. You wake up and go to the airport every single morning.
Yeah.
Whereas with Work the World, you're on a bus. You go to sleep on the bus. You wake up, you're in a new town. So there are no club gigs at all, even if we weren't in a pandemic. Because the clubs can't afford the girls now, they just stop booking. I don't know, or a lot of girls have contracts, they can't do them anymore. And then there's no Work the World. So how are these girls getting their flowers?
Well, there is, Bob. There is at least now. There's more digital stuff like digital campaigns for Instagram and TikTok. So those, I feel like those have kicked up a little bit, and those tend for who they are tend to pay a lot of money. You know what I mean? Again, it's not as lucrative as all the clubs and all the Work the Worlds and the Marion Peter. But it is still, you know, but yeah, they're not making what they could be making on like a normal before a pandemic. So,
and listen, if you want to help me and Monet and contribute to us, you can join the almost 13,000 people on our Patreon. I want to be the #1 Patreon. That's my goal, Monet.
I think we can do that. I think that's doable, and I think we are on our way. Tomorrow, well, Sunday, on Valentine's Day, we will be watching The Time Traveler's Wife with all of our patrons, whoever wants to join us.
This is coming out way after Valentine's Day.
No, this is, okay, not way, one day after Valentine's Day. But I'm just saying about some exclusive things that we do on our Patreon. So Bob and I will be in our homes.
True.
I'm going to be in my bed with my little computer watching The Time Traveler's Wife. And Bob, just so you know, I cry every time I watch it.
I haven't even watched the preview. I don't know anything about this movie. The only thing I know is that I mentioned to someone that I'm watching it. I mentioned it to Kennedy. She was like, "Oh my god, white women love that movie."
It's
That's all I know about Time Traveler's Wife.
So we're
Candy
doing
was
that
like, oh, white
tomorrow.
girls love that movie.
We also put out some Patreon exclusives about Drag Race drama that we don't want to delve into on the YouTubes and all and all for y'all. It's exclusive content. So yeah, Patreon is popping.
Money, I love you so much. I'm so sad that Lala Ree's gone, but I do think it was rough. It was either now or next episode, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Who do you think is going next?
Elliot.
You think?
I thought Elliot enjoyed the first two girls out. Full T.
Yeah, I don't know. It's gonna be tough. It's getting smaller and smaller, girl. I think next is either Elliot or Utica.
That's not true. I knew Kamora was going to be the first girl out. I knew. I thought it was going to be Kamora, Elliot, Joey. You think Utica's going next?
I think Utica's going to go next, girl.
Girl, you crazy as hell.
I said
Utica's
Elliot
gonna go to
or
top
Utica.
five.
You
No,
think?
Utica's going to the top five. Top five.
No,
queen.
top five is going to be
Promise.
top five is going to be Rosé, Simone, Olivia, Gottmik, and Denali. That's my top five.
Wow, it's the candy erasure for me. It's the candy. Why you going? You got diabetes? You don't want candy?
Oh my gosh, you should make that into either put it in a lyric in a song or do some merch. That's good. You got diabetes.
Babe, you got diabetes. You can't take this candy. That's what it is. You got diabetes. You can't take this candy. All right, Mitch, we're writing a song, sending it to Candy.
No, I'm using that lyric now.
Anyway, I feel like for me the top five is going to be Simone, Mick, Olivia, Candy, Utica.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah,
For
because
sure.
I will
For
say
sure.
Rosé is giving me very Jan energy. How Jan was always say she looked good, and then it just took one false swoop and one challenge, girl, and you are home.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
I love you so much.
Rosé is teetering. She's not. She's wobbling, but it's leaning toward like going home, not teetering toward. winning, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You guys want to go? Why you on the phone? You guys want to go?
Look at fucking what's her name? Cameron Michaels, who won a challenge literally 9th episode, which got her to the finale, and Crystal Method won literally nothing. So who honestly who fucking knows?
Yeah, I mean Kim.
Oh wait, Jacob is saying no.
Right.
Crystal Method won challenges. Oh yeah, the makeover, right? But again, at the 9th hour, like Cameron Michaels, literally towards the end of the season. So Rosé can still come in.
And with that, I gotta go.
Bye. I've been wanting to end. You keep on adding shit.
I'm the one ending it. Just so we're clear.
Bitch, let me log off. I'm about to log. Let me log on my.
Just like my douche water, we're clear.
Ew. Goodbye.
All right, bye.